Hey, how's it going? Checking in with updates and things that I've done today to move me closer towards the speaking goals. And actually, I've spent a lot of time today planning and filming some of the workouts for this new core training challenge that I have coming up. Starts on Monday. Came up with the idea on Tuesday and figured I'll probably have to find some time to do the filming. So yes, it has then taken precedence over a few other things, but that's okay because it's all leading up to some other stuff, and I've been very careful this time to make sure that I don't. It's for this time of year, so it's starting on Monday. It's kind of the Christmas to the core challenge, but I've not been calling it that in the videos. It's just the to the core challenge, which means it's going to have a little bit more longevity, a bit more evergreen, so I can actually use it elsewhere. And yeah, just means that I don't get to do all this work for just the one time through. I get to use it again and again and again. So that's good. And I've done a podcast interview today with the lovely Sarah Finesse, who's another speaker, ex-RAF combat helicopter pilot, a very interesting lady. And I did a podcast interview yesterday as well with Vicky O'Farrell, the lady who did my disc profile recently. So I've got a couple of podcasts well, not quite in the can, but I got the raw material. And actually, speaking of which, I've got a lot of raw material that needs to be turned into something like those two podcasts and these videos that I've been producing as well. A lot of the post-production work and editing is the bit that takes the real time. So I'll really sit down and get on with a bit of that tonight. And just, I've had some bits back from a couple of the people who I'd been in touch with regarding the speaking stuff, looking at pushing away from December and looking into January. I really want to get 4 or 5 new pieces booked in for January. That's kind of one of the goals at the moment. So I know that I'm going into a good month. I've already got a few bits booked in, quite a few Gen Healthy Minds things, but it would be great to get some more booked in. So one of those has come back as potentially, and I've got they're having a meeting on Monday to discuss if there's space on the agenda to fit me in. I've spoken to them for a couple of years, a couple of times, so hopefully, fingers crossed, that will go through. But often it's still that whole, well, I'm still waiting, and when do I push and when do I drop another line? And actually, one of the tips I got from one of the speaking courses, the Speaking Bureau speaking course that I was on last week, was to send an email and then to say, I will follow up in a week's time. So instead of just waiting indefinitely, you're waiting kind of for a week. And if they don't get back, then you just send a nudge email in a week, because that's when you said that you would. So I did that because I emailed one of the speaking bureaus yesterday. And even though I'd kind of spoken to them previously through an introduction, I wanted to do it properly and say, look, this is who I am, this is what I do. And I used that strategy there. So I said, look, I appreciate you're busy, just had a busy month. And if you... if I don't hear back from you, I'll drop you a line next week to see if I'm a good fit. And fingers crossed they get back before then. But if they don't, then that's when I'll be following up next. But can be very frustrating. I do still find it frustrating. I find it very difficult because I want things to happen now. And then I also find I have lots of irons in the fire and nothing's happening. And all of a sudden 3 or 4 things come back at the same time. It's like, oh my goodness, and I feel really overwhelmed. So there's probably some balance somewhere along the line that I'll find. But I've got a good bit in. I've got a few things in this month, not as much as last year rather, funny enough. But yeah, I need more. I need more work. I need to be doing more of what I'm doing. And I think there is a point at which I'll be like, no, I'm busy enough. This is exactly where I want to be. But I'm not at that point yet. And I'm happy to keep doing the slog to get to that point, to figure it out. Anyway, there's my check-in and update for the day. As always, appreciate that you've taken the time to watch this video, these ramblings. So thanks for watching, thanks for listening. Give it a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and check back in again tomorrow because there will inevitably be another daily update. Bye for now.